Do you need to make a lot of sourdough bread and you don't know how much starter you're gonna need? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to bulk up your starter to make more bread. All right, so I have my starter here. This is Big Mama. I just pulled her out of the refrigerator. This, she was, you can see where she was, and in the refrigerator, she has gone down. And that is perfectly normal and what happens in the process. So I'm getting ready for a sourdough starter workshop, and I need to multiply her so that I can share and then also make more bread. When I multiply Big Mama, I put her into this larger container here. And so that's what we're gonna start with here. So I take the plastic off, and I'm gonna take her down as low as I can, which is probably gonna be about half a cup left. So I'm just gonna scoop her out, and as you can see, she's happy. And this is just going right into the bucket that I have. And then I'm going to clear the sides here just to see how much I have left. And that is plenty for me to be able to bulk her up in her normal capacity to keep her at the place I like her. So here you can see where it's at. So this is kind of hard to see exactly what height she is. So you can see a little bit more. I'm just moving that so that I get to be able to see where she's at. A rule of thumb that I follow when I'm feeding my starter, especially bulking it up, is I try not to feed it any more than 5 times its size, its original size. So it doesn't matter if I have a tablespoon of starter or if I have a cup of starter. I still kind of want to keep my original starter at least a 1, and then multiply everything else by 5. Now, this is the ratio stuff that people get confused about, but I have kind of, over all my years of practice and that kind of stuff, figured out a way to eyeball it. And so I'm going to show you how I do that. So in my bucket, I know that I'm going to want at least this much starter, okay? So I don't weigh it. I don't try to figure it out, because really sourdough starter is so flexible that, like, if you don't have exactly 100 grams or exactly the amount that you need, there's still some like room in there that you can balance it out. So if I feed my starter to this point, it will double to up to here, okay? So if I want this to be 5 times its size, which will give me about 10 cups of starter, which may be a lot, but I'm making a lot of bread this week, I'm okay having this hanging around, because after I use what I use, and then I put it in the fridge, and then I can pull from it later in the week when I make more bread. So as you can see, you can either use a rubber band, or you can use like an expo marker and just mark on here where you want to go. So if I'm going to feed this 5 times her size, I'm going to find a good spot here. Okay, so right here, this is 1. So I will just kind of be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the most that I will want to feed her. Okay, so in this method, I know that I'm gonna feed it to the rubber band line, and then that is going to double. So in here, what I'm gonna do is halfway between the rubber band and where my starter top is, I'm going to fill that with water, okay? So let's see where that is. And this is just warm water from the tap, and that is about halfway through. My rubber band's not exact, but that's okay. So you can see where that's about halfway through. And if you want, you can add a little bit more or a little bit less. So I personally don't fuss with the exact measurements, because I know that if I have too much, I can use it later, and then it's really just water and flour. But I do want to make sure I have more than what I think that I'm going to need. Probably added like 2 cups of water. And so I'm going to start, and I'm going to add 2 cups of flour, and then maybe a little bit more for good measure. No pun intended. And then I'm just gonna mix this all together to get the right consistency that I need. And since I'm gonna be making bread later, or the dough later tonight, then it doesn't have to be super thick. And so I really like this consistency, but as you can see, it didn't get all the way up to the rubber band where I wanted it. So I'm just gonna actually add a little bit more water and a little bit more flour. But what we're looking for is the consistency here. And once you've done this a lot and often, then you kind of just get it, you start to get like a feel for it. So I'm going to scrape that down. And I know that this is going to be enough for me. So what I will do is I will just move my rubber band down slightly so that I will be able to easily see when she has doubled. So that is how we'll bulk that up. And I'm just going to wipe the sides one more time. And then I cover it with a lid. And now we are where we want to be. So this will double. It should double within like 3 to 4 hours. We are in winter here. As you can see, the snow out there, so cold, which means that my kitchen is cold, which means that this might take a little bit longer. So it is 8 a.m. right now. I'm thinking by lunchtime, she will have doubled. All right, so I hope this helps. And we'll see you in the next video.